I've been up a couple days. I don't know how I got started on the topic of college kids and their, oh, not even college kids, just young people in their, the abortion conversation. And I've been watching for like the last 3 hours clips of people. I don't understand. I don't understand. Well, first off, I'm pro-life. I believe abortion's wrong. I was adopted, so I could have been aborted. But it goes deeper than that, because I believe in personal responsibility. And I listen to these college kids, with the clump of cells argument, and and that's just an excuse. Because for one thing, if you're in college and you're not bright enough, or you don't know that DNA starts at conception, and your DNA is separate from the mother's body, which makes it not part of her body. And in the DNA is your whole code. Whether you be tall, short, fat, green eyes, blue eyes, smart, dumb, funny, not funny. It's right from the beginning. So this argument that it's a clump of cells is an excuse so they feel better about themselves. They can deal with their guilt. I guess my question is, and I'm not a sexual person, given my childhood and all the years of sexual abuse, and I don't like to be touched, and I don't, no. My body, you don't get to touch it. Why are they having sex? I don't understand why they're having sex. Because on one hand, they'll say, well, if I was to get pregnant right now and I'm a college student, and it would be a horrible life for the kid. Well, no, because you'd quit school, you'd get a fucking job, you'd raise your kids, you'd marry the dad. And don't tell me that's old-fashioned. That's taking responsibility. And so what you're saying is that these kids are in college. They're not kids. These adults are in college, yet they don't have the wherewithal or the intelligence to control their carnal needs and wants. I mean, not be so, but I still have them. But I know I can control my own mind. I can control my own feelings, my own impulses. And to say that someone can't, well, if you can't, then you're not an adult. So if you're not an adult, why are you doing adult activities? And for those of you, having sex in 9th grade and shit, well, you're just stupid. You were just fucking stupid because you gave yourself away. You gave your fucking self away. And what happens every time you pull your pants down and give yourself away, somebody walks away with a piece of you. So how's that feel to be half empty? Tell me I'm wrong. Psychologically, I'm not wrong. Women, every time women have sex with a man, he nuts in her, that stays with her forever. They find it in the brain, in the bloodstream, in the cells. Yes. So not only is he walks away with a piece of you, you're left with him. Why do you think you have these stories of like, oh my God, how my kid, looks like a Puerto Rican, but my husband's white? Because you got other sperm in you, girl. Because you couldn't keep your pants on. What? How I say it? I don't know if I feel, I don't, but then fucking go home and finger bang yourself. I'm so tired that, everything's an excuse with a human. Everything's a fucking excuse. All because to avoid responsibility, to avoid doing what's right. When I first got arrested at 18, some family members said, oh, well, you're just young and you made a mistake. And I'm like, no. Even at that age, I knew. I said, no, I made a decision. So I'll go to jail for 6 months. Whatever. I'm so... No. If you are mature enough and you think you're mature enough or old enough to lay down, then you're old enough to raise that kid. I don't give a fuck about I'm in college. Quit college. You should have thought about that before you pulled your fucking pants down. And the same with him. He needs to marry you. I don't care if you like each other. You don't need to like each other. You need to raise a kid. What? Life's not about what you want. So who raised all the people that life's about feelings and what you want? That's so and childish. That life's about what you want. How is that? Not even if you're, raised rich, and it's still not like that. Because you have to do things you don't want to do. You know, I don't understand this human nature thing. You know, it's all an excuse to get out of responsibility, and in the process, you're going to murder a living being. You know, the depression rates of women after they have abortions skyrockets. Suicide up. You know, and then you got these one girl. They go home and tell their parents that the dad drags them down and makes them have an abortion. Well, he should be shot. It's all murder. How else? What else is it? When you kill a living being, and at conception the DNA is formed, it's different than the mother because it's a combination of the mother and the father, which means it's not part of the mother's body. How else do you explain it? If fetuses, which is Latin for baby, if fetuses were part of the woman's body, every woman would die on the abortion table. You can't just reach in with tongs and rip shit out of a woman's body when it's part of her body. She would bleed out on the fucking table. That's freshman, that's biology 101. It doesn't happen because that baby's just attached by a little thing. She's a host. But society's got where it's okay to kill it. You just kill it. I don't understand. I never have understood. You know? First off, I've never understood children playing adult. Maybe I was raised different. I'd grab around the throat of the neck, keep your fucking pants on, boy. You know, my dad told me, go in the fucking wood, jack all you got to. Keep your fucking pants on. You're bringing home no pregnant fucking woman here because you're going to fucking marry her and you're going to stay till that kid's 18 if I have to fucking shoot you, my dad would say. You know? So, so I don't know, I don't get it. I've, spent the last couple hours, listening to all these arguments and, it just, every argument boils down to, I want to get out of my responsibility, and I'm not going to say it's a fetus. I'm not going to admit, even though scientifically DNA is formed at conception, which makes it a living being with its own genetic code, so I can not feel guilty and get out of it. Who raised these people? And if they're in college, they have to know all this. If you don't know all this stuff, you have no business. You need to quit college and raise your baby because you have no business there if you don't know genetic code when the DNA starts. You have no business in college because you're not a young adult. You're still a high school or 10th grade sophomore age. That's my opinion. I mean, go have it. Go say, but when you get pregnant, you don't get to kill it. What you get to do is modify your life and change it and get married and raise your baby. What? I don't know. And I don't bring into Christianity or anything like that, even though I could, but I don't. It's a matter of morals, right and wrong. And all their excuses are just that, excuses. They're not based scientifically on anything. So I don't know. But I've been up for 2 days because I'm so manic. So expect a lot to come. Anyway, all right.